In the days after Jesus' resurrection, his disciples traveled far and wide, sharing and spreading the good news of his gospel and performing miracles that drew the attention of thousands. Among these disciples was Peter, who journeyed from town to town, his heart aflame with the gospel. One bright morning, as the sun warmed the rolling hills of Judea, he set out to visit the believers living in the scattered villages. As Peter entered Lydda, he was greeted by a group of local believers. He boldly proclaimed the gospel, followed by many signs and wonders. While the news of healing miracles traveled across the countryside, another story was unfolding in the seaside city of Joppa. There, a beloved disciple named Tabitha, or Dorcas in Greek, devoted her life to doing good and helping the poor. Everyone in Joppa knew her kindness. She sewed clothes for widows, baked bread for the hungry, and comforted the lonely. Her hands were always busy and her heart always open to reach out. But one day, Tabitha fell ill and grew weaker and weaker. Despite the prayers and care of her friends, she passed away. The whole community mourned, for they had lost one of their dearest friends. Gently, they washed her body, laid her in an upstairs room, and gathered to weep and remember her works of kindness. Word reached the believers in Joppa that Peter was nearby in Lydda, less than a day's journey away. Two men hurried along the dusty road and found Peter and pleaded, "Please come at once. Tabitha has died, and we need you." Without hesitation, Peter rose and set out for Joppa, his heart stirred by urgency and compassion. When he arrived, he was led to the upstairs room where Tabitha lay. The room was crowded with weeping people and widows who had been touched by Tabitha's works of love. Through their tears, they showed Peter the coats and tunics that Tabitha had sewn for them. Peter saw their sorrow. He asked everyone to leave the room, and he knelt down to pray. After a moment, Peter stood and turned toward the dead woman, and he spoke, "Tabitha, get up." Tabitha's eyes opened. She saw Peter and sat up. Peter reached out his hand to help her stand. Alive and well, Tabitha was reunited with her friends. They were overwhelmed and amazed by the miracle, but at the same time joy flooded the house. News of Tabitha's return to life spread like wildfire across Joppa. People ran through the streets, telling friends and neighbors what had happened. Thousands glorified God and believed in the name of the Lord Jesus because of this incredible act. The raising of Dorcas reminds us that God does not forget any good work done in His name, and sometimes our works can speak on our behalf before our Father in heaven.